Imagine experiencing 3 days of a festival surrounded by insane stages, gigantic artists, and a sea of people from all over the world, and then extending this vibe with parties in the middle of the sea, sunsets on the islands, breathtaking beach clubs, and wait, how much does it cost to experience all of this? If you are planning or dreaming of experiencing Ultra Europe in Croatia, today I will tell you exactly how much this epic experience costs. From airfare, accommodation, transportation, food, to the crazy activities outside the festival. And I guarantee you, there are things that will surprise you a lot. Tickets. The beginning of the journey. You know that moment when you're on the website looking at that buy ticket button, and you feel butterflies in your stomach. It's official. Your journey to Ultra Europe begins here, with the click that separates dream from reality. Traveling from the Americas to Split, Croatia, isn't exactly a direct and peaceful flight. The adventure begins on the way. In most cases, you'll need to make 1 or 2 connections depending on your city of origin. The most common routes take you to cities like Zagreb, the Croatian capital, Dubrovnik, or even European hubs like London, Madrid, Vienna, or Milan, and then board a shorter flight or even a train to Split, the city that will be your base for the festival and the incredible beaches of Croatia. And how much does it cost? If you're one of those people who plans in advance, like buying your ticket 3 to 6 months in advance, the prices are around $600 to $1,000 round trip, a fair price to cross the ocean and land in the European music paradise. But be careful. If you're one of those warriors who leaves everything to the last minute, the price might scare you. Tickets over $1,200, even $1,500 are not uncommon. And hey, no one wants to start their trip with this kind of budget hit, right? Golden tips. Here's a trick that no one tells you. Sometimes flying to cities like London, Madrid, Vienna, or Milan is much cheaper. These are major international flight hubs. Once there, you can catch low-cost flights with companies like Ryanair, EasyJet, Wizz Air that will take you to Split, Zadar, or Dubrovnik for less than $100. It literally turns your trip into a pre-adventure through Europe. And between you and me, having a stopover in Madrid and starting off with a sangria, or stopping in Milan for a pizza before the Ultra doesn't sound bad at all, right? Accommodation. Where will you wake up after the after? You know you've chosen the right festival when your biggest concern is, where will I recharge my batteries between one rave and another? The good news, Split is simply wonderful, and the city offers you everything, from apartments with a view of the Adriatic Sea to hostels full of backpackers, and of course, hotels with that breakfast that will save you from any hangover. Where to stay? People generally divide into 2 types of travelers. Those who want to stay in the center of Split, near Riva, Diocletian's Palace, bars, restaurants, and beach clubs. Here, it's the vibe. Wake up, have coffee looking at the sea, and at night, it's already time to party. Or those who prefer accommodation closer to the Park Mladaji Stadium, where Ultra takes place. Ideal for those who don't want to worry about transportation after the last song of the day. And the prices? Hostels and shared rooms. $50 to $80 per night. Great option for those on a budget who want to make friends before the festival even starts. Airbnb and private apartments. Average $90 to $150 per night. And look, there are apartments with sea views that look like a scene from a movie. 3 to 4 star hotels in the range of $130 to $180. Some offer a pool, top breakfast, and even a view of the sunset. But be careful again. If you leave it to book during the week of Ultra, you're out. The best options fly by. And yes, prices skyrocket. It's like the old saying, if you sleep, you don't sleep. At least not in Split. Bonus tip, if you want to escape the hustle and bustle, you can stay on nearby islands like Var or Brac and do day trips. You wake up in paradise, enjoy the day at the beach, and in the late afternoon, take the ferry to Split and go straight to the festival. It's literally like experiencing 2 worlds in the same trip. By the way, if this video is already helping you plan your trip, do the following. pause it for a moment, like it, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell. That way, you won't miss the next videos because there are still lots of crazy tips about Ultra Europe and other festivals around the world. Let's travel together on this trip. Transportation, each route a little adventure. Okay, you've arrived in Croatia and found where you're going to sleep. But what now? How do you get around between the beaches, parties, the festival, and those islands that look like they came straight out of Pinterest? Split is a super connected city, but each route becomes a mini adventure, and I guarantee that sometimes the transportation is as fun as the trip itself. On the sand, or on the sidewalk. If you're staying in the center of Split, you can do almost everything on foot. The city is super compact and charming, with cobblestone streets, hidden cafes, and that smell of pizza coming from the windows. Uber or taxi. It works well, but it's not cheap. A short ride costs between $7 and $15. After the parties, the price may go up, so be prepared. Bus. Cheap and efficient for those staying outside the city center or wanting to go to more distant beaches. Single tickets cost around $2.50. Rent a car. If you're looking to explore further afield, like going to Krka National Park or driving around the islands, it's definitely worth it. Average daily rate is $40 to $70. And look, driving along the Croatian coast is simply surreal. Mountains on one side, blue sea on the other. Pure film. Ferry and boats. Want to live that island lifestyle? Ferries from Split to the islands of Var, Brac, and Vis cost an average of $7 to $20 each way. Tip: if you're extending your trip after the Ultra, you can even take a ferry to Italy. Did you know? Split Ancona in less than 11 hours, you'll be drinking an Italian espresso. Food. Between flavors, and more flavors. You know that moment when the beat stops and your stomach starts to growl? Well, Split doesn't disappoint, neither in music nor in food. Eat well without breaking the bank. Street sandwiches, giant slices of pizza, burek, a type of local puff pastry for $4 to $8. Quick, cheap, and delicious. Local restaurants, traditional Croatian dishes such as fresh seafood, risottos, pasta, grilled octopus, and freshly caught fish on the grill. Prices range from $15 to $30 for a full meal. And the bars? Do you remember that spritz with a view of the sunset? Or that post-festival drink to replenish your energy? On the Riva Promenade or in the hidden squares, a drink costs around $7 to $10. Local tip: don't leave Split without trying pika, a typical dish of lamb or octopus slowly cooked under an iron lid with vegetables, potatoes, and lots of olive oil. An explosion of flavor. Seriously, it's like a gastronomic festival in your mouth. Extras, because the festival is just the beginning. The truth is, Ultra Europe is just one part of the experience. If you go to Split and only stay at the festival, man, you've missed half the trip. Day clubs and beach clubs. During the day, there are epic parties at beach clubs like Carpe Diem Beach in Var, or the famous Beach Club Backvice. Drinks in hand, DJs playing, crystal clear water. It's the after party that calls, right? Boat tours. For $50 to $100, you can take tours that take you to the Blue Caves, Peklani Islands, hidden lagoons, and secret beaches. Get ready to take the most insane photos of your life. Nature. Krka National Park. Trails, movie-like waterfalls, and that cold shower that cures any hangover. Brass Island. Beaches with that Caribbean blue sea that you'll swear was photoshopped. Explore medieval cities. Trogir and Split Old Town are true open-air museums with castles, walls, and squares full of life. Extra costs. Set aside at least $150 to $300 for these outings outside the festival. It's worth every penny. What now? Let's make this dream come true. So, now you know how much it costs, how to get around, where to sleep, where to eat, and most importantly, how to make Ultra Europe the best experience of your life. And look, the festival lasts 3 days, but the memories you create in Croatia will last forever. If you liked this video, don't forget, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and comment here. Croatia, wait for me. If you want to live this experience. And stay tuned. There are more videos coming with a complete itinerary of the islands, the best parties, and tips to avoid falling into travel traps.